Hey guys, well, it's been a long time coming, but finally the demo for Grim Adventurers is finished. Now, in the past, I did make a previous demo which contains some bits and pieces, and it also had a couple of like bugs. This is a new updated demo that not only comes with a couple of extra things, and I think I've gotten rid of all of the bugs. Can't be too certain. I'm kind of on my own with this. No test players besides myself. But now the game comes with a brand new dungeon. It's called the DX Club. Now, this DX Club is a massive dungeon. This goes from about 8 to 10 hours of gameplay. So you've probably, if you've played the original version, like your game had 3 options for each path, and basically you had to choose one of the 3 options with the path, and that got you a different party member. But for some of those, you never really got to experience them fully. Like, I'm gonna give them a proper try, see what they're capable of in multiple battles, and navigating different dungeons. This is the purpose of the DX Club. Basically, now you have the opportunity to go for a massive dungeon with the 3 party members you've recruited, and see how well they play. In addition, this is also designed to be a massive testing ground for what to do, what not to do. And for anyone who's willing to download and give it a try, I would be very much grateful for the feedback on it. Now, this is something that I feel like is the most important question to bring up. Well, actually, no, hang on, I forgot to include something. Alright, so pretty much the details of this DX Club dungeon. I don't want to go into too much details, but it does contain rematches against previous bosses, much stronger versions, with new twists to their abilities. And it also comes with a couple of new bosses as well. 8 total. 8 brand new bosses that have never been in the previous demo, and they almost certainly put your skills to the test. So yeah. And the biggest kicker with this is the gimmick of this dungeon, and that is you can literally fight the final boss of the dungeon whenever you want to. Yep, you can just go straight to the final boss the moment you enter the dungeon and try to defeat him. If you can somehow beat him without fighting all the other bosses, without gaining any new experience. There's no achievement for that. I can't even really do anything for you besides bragging rights. But yeah, this was heavily inspired by Chrono Trigger. How, without spoiling anything, you can go to the final boss dungeon anytime you wanted to in Chrono Trigger and try to fight him whenever you wanted to. This was heavily inspired by that, much like how Grim Adventurers, the game in of itself, was heavily inspired by Final Fantasy VI. Now, here is the biggest question. Why did I bother making a demo dungeon? Why did I put so much time into that instead of just working on the full game? Like I said, this is meant to be like a testing ground to see what works and see what doesn't work. And it's to give players a little taste of like what the game is going to be like. And again, if you have feedback to offer, I will try to put them into the best of my abilities. Some things I feel like already need changing, but I'm going to save that for the full game. I won't see what it is though. Finally, this is also meant to this is also meant to be something to anyone who's really wanting to play this game. This is a way for people to get their time into it. As since each intro path has one of 3 different endings, and that ending comes with a different partner, you can see what that partner's like in a dungeon, and if you like him or don't like him, or just want to try a different one, you can. This is the biggest factor of Grim Adventurers that I've really wanted to do for a while, and that is replayability through the partners you can recruit. From the interactions to from the interactions to the changes in the story to quite a few things. And while this demo is mostly just relegated to specific text boxes being done, it I still think that this does a good job at what I wanted in the game. Obviously, it's kind of a drop in the bucket compared to what I really have in store for the game. Now, as of right now, this is Windows exclusive for the time being. I've tried making a Mac OS version, but for some reason I can't get the zip folder thing to work, so I can't upload the file for some reason. It won't let me. I'll try to fix that. I'll try to fix that as soon as I can, but I can't really promise anything since I'm not familiar with Mac products at all, or Linux for that matter. Finally, in terms of feedback, as I've mentioned before, obviously you can leave a comment in the video below. So, yeah, I'm gonna leave a comment below the video. Speak to me on DeviantArt or Twitter, and I will try to I will try my best to make sure I can respond to your feedbacks and put them in accordingly. I might not be able to put everything in case it has the potential of damaging the story, or if it's just something that I can't implement with RPG Maker's limitations. Finally, any and all feedback relating to how to build the DX Club will be completely null and void, as that dungeon will not be returning in the full version. This is strictly for the demo. The bosses that I have made for the demo, however, will be returning, but they'll most likely be altered for the depending on where they appear in the main game. So yeah, finally, there's one last thing I want to announce. Now, if you're watching this at the time this video has gone up, I will be live streaming Grim Adventurers every Wednesday from 9 PM to 11 PM UK time. I don't know what that is in other time zones. You'll have to look that up. I'm really sorry, but that's not something I know. But yeah. So you might be wondering, oh, am I just going to be streaming the demo to show it off? No. I am going to be streaming myself making the game. So you'll actually get to watch me build the game on RPG Maker. You'll get to see all my technical details, maybe some sprite making. I can't guarantee that one. But yeah, I'm testing bosses, testing dungeon layouts, all that lot. So you'll get to watch me build the game live. And the only reason I'm doing this is because it helps me get it into gear to work on this game more and more, especially now that I'm going to be putting it in front of an audience. Keep in mind, however, of two important details. I'm still going to be working on the game outside of that, like every Monday like I originally scheduled. So you may see gaps from what sorry. So you may see gaps and such, like like if you were to watch one bit, then I do a large bit off screen. I also can't promise to show off drawing the bosses or making the sprites, because it's something that I'll try, but I can't promise it with my current setup, especially with my new drawing pad, because it doesn't. I was advised not to use it for streaming, as it doesn't have a powerful enough graphics card. So yeah, that's kind of it. I'm due for an upgrade, but I also don't have the money for it. So yeah. Last but not least, however, Now, obviously, you're going to be seeing the story being made in the game as well. So, you may potentially get some spoilers from a specific plots and such. There may also be points where I just choose not to stream the game, so as not to spoil any of the big moments. Which also comes into my last thing I want to bring up. Those streams are not going on YouTube. I will be streaming doing them, but I'm not uploading them to YouTube because I don't want any spoilers to be revealed before the game is out. Granted, I may upload all of them after, after the game's out, like just save them somewhere and then upload them all at once after the game is finished. But I'm not promising that. I may also post a couple highlights if we end up getting some particularly funny moments as well. But yeah. So yeah, link to the Windows version is in the description below. I will try to get the Mac version and the Linux version out when I can. I've been having some difficulties with them. And every Wednesday from 9 to 11, I am going to be streaming myself building the game, and you can watch me do it live. Once again, however, I can't really promise anything, but I hope that it goes well. Alright, so if you ever decide to play the game, be sure to give me feedback on YouTube comment sections, direct me on, message me on Twitter or on DeviantArt. Anyone on the street, I will be reading them. And once again, I will try to listen to all of your feedback and try to implement them when I can, but I also can't make any genuine promises. Alright. I think that's everything. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoy the game. I really do. I've been working on it since 2018. Yeah, it's a beefy one. But yeah, take care, guys.